numbers. States have authority to fine or jail people who refuse coronavirus vaccine, attorney says. Legal precedent dates back to 1905. Yikes, that can't be true, right? Let's go to the trusted Snopes. Could people be jailed, fined for refusing COVID-19 vaccine in the US? Even without a COVID-19 vaccine yet available, readers ask whether individuals who refused one could face criminal penalties. Rating true. Individual U.S. states would be legally authorized to impose criminal penalties on individuals who refuse to undergo a mandatory COVID-19 vaccination. I've also shown before how Alan Dershowitz said this weeks ago.
Let me put it very clearly. You have no constitutional right to endanger the public and spread a disease, even if you disagree. You have no right not to be vaccinated. You have no right not to wear a mask. You have no right to open up your business.
Wait, can I stop you?
If you want to learn more, you should watch his debate with RFK Jr. on vaccines. It's a brilliant debate on YouTube, and it's very revealing, I'll just say that. This seems crazy, right? I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm not anti-pill. There's some good pills on the market. However, I have two eyes and a brain, so when I watch television, I see that every commercial break has a, did you take this pill 10 years ago? Did you take the pill we told you to take, the one that we said was safe? If you did, you could sue. You may be eligible for money if you got this disease or this disorder. So it doesn't make me anti-pill to think that pills should be optional and the government shouldn't force it down my throat, especially with their track record, and I feel the same way about vaccines, but the media uses the term anti-vax to smear any single person who wants the freedom to not get one. Once again, I have two eyes, and I read recently in AP that there are actually more cases of polio from the oral vaccine than occurring in nature. That's confirmed by the World Health Organization and Associated Press. It's not even really controversial to say. I've listened to the experts like Dr. Fauci admit that they need to be safe.
Now, the issue of safety, something that I want to make sure the American public understand. It's not only safety when you inject somebody and they get maybe an idiosyncratic reaction, they get a little allergic reaction, they get pain. There's safety associated. Does the vaccine make you worse? And there are diseases in which you vaccinate someone, they get infected with what you're trying to protect them with, and you actually enhance the infection. You can get a good feel for that in animal models. So that's going to be interspersed at the same time that we're testing. We're going to try and make sure we don't have enhancement. So the worst possible thing you could do is vaccinate somebody to prevent infection and actually make them worse.
So as an American citizen, I have the right to be semi-concerned that Operation Warp Speed, which reminds me of like when you're a kid, they have the spoon, they're like, here comes the airplane, Operation Warp Speed. Jokes aside, yeah, I'm not too thrilled that they're rushing it through safety trials, especially being someone that takes care of myself, has a strong immune system, doesn't get sick, rarely ever. I don't want to be forced to get this extremely rushed vaccine into my arm. But once again, it's not a conspiracy theory that they could force it onto you. It's in mainstream news. I've covered it before, but I will really quick. The legal precedent in 1905 that they're talking about is this.
You have no right not to be vaccinated.
And when Alan Dershowitz says that, just know he's not alone. This was a big court case in 1905. It's called the Jacobson versus Massachusetts, a United States Supreme Court case in which the court upheld the authority of states to enforce compulsory vaccination laws. The court's decision articulated the view that the freedom of the individual must sometimes be subordinated to the common welfare and is subject to the police power of the state. And I found out by looking at it that it was even referenced during the 2020 coronavirus pandemic. I understand both these stories might be extremely uncomfortable. One, having to wrestle with the fact that you might soon be being forced to get a vaccine. And if you try to opt out, you may be arrested, jailed, or fined, and they do have the legal precedents to do that. I know that that's tough to admit. I know that it sounds like a conspiracy theory, but it's not. It's real life. Wake up. It's 2020. Have you not noticed something a little strange is going on? I think it's time to unplug your brain from the media and start using common sense, critical thinking, and the brain that God gave you. God bless you. I appreciate you for watching my video. If you'd like to support, I have a Patreon, I have a donor box, I have a PayPal. But seriously, no worries. I appreciate people who do that, but I also appreciate everybody who doesn't. Don't feel obligated. It's totally optional. I'm just putting it out there extra this month because Facebook shut down my live streaming for 30 days. During an election season, after I was one of the top 10 pages in all of the United States on Facebook. No worries though, I'll be back with more videos and have a beautiful day.